Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks, and welcome to another edition of Bayern München Talk. We're here. Bear with me if I look a bit off. I'm hella full, alhamdulillah. Had a massive feast and drinking qahwa, from Half Millie. So yeah, I am a bit off, but it is what it is. Guys, you know exactly what to do though. Subscribe. Press alarm bells for future content notifications. Like, comment your way. Go check socials and inshallah you're well wherever you may be. We're here to talk about different pieces of news. One of them, I'm not even gonna lie, shocked me, and I actually want to kick off with it. For those who don't know, Musiala is back at Säbener Straße to work on his comeback already. Crazy work. It just says clearly Musiala working on his comeback at Säbener Straße by FC Bayern. You can see some of the workouts that he's doing. You can see him with that cast as well, working out here. He's just doing his whole workout. You know what? Fair play to him. I rate the mentality about him, but I just hope he doesn't do any more damage to himself than he already has. To be quite frank and honest with y'all. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, Allah khalikum, please don't rush this guy back. The guy already damaged himself enough. We don't need to damage him even more. Like, I bet, knowing this club, what they'll probably do is they'll bring him back. He'll get injured again. Probably going to be career-ending injury or something. He'll miss the World Cup and more other competitions in the future. Like, we don't need to see that. We just don't need to see that at all. But yeah, listen, I'm shocked that he's even in training. Obviously, rehabbing, not actually training with the team or anything like that. It'd be crazy for him to do that. But yeah, listen, wish him speedy recovery, man. You know what I mean? That's all I would say personally. And yeah, that's what I would say, man. The thing is, though, like, we should be replacing him, so we don't have to rely on him. But we're not even doing that. It's just like we're looking at options. I know, like, we're trying to go. We were trying to go for Voltemada to be that guy for him and Kane to play together. You have Xavi Simons as well. But it looks, I mean, there's news on that I'll talk about. You know, it's just like it was at one point we're looking at as a like, well, what are we actually doing, man? Like, can someone tell me what are we actually doing? I have no idea what we're doing. Personally, I really have no clue. If anyone can tell me what we're doing, that'll be very interesting. So yeah. Who the hell sending me messages? I'm saying Luis Diaz soon. Hey, big up well, by the way. Bro, I'll be real. There's a reason why I'm not talking about Diaz every single day. It gets boring. How do you talk about the same player every single day? I can't be doing that, bro. It gets boring. Like, can we talk about something new, please? Like, and this Luis Diaz thing as well. Like, okay, we're gonna get him. We're gonna fund Liverpool. They're gonna get their top man, and then they're gonna go win their 7th Champions League, and I'll be sitting here like shit. Here we fucking go. But I'm gonna be ending up like I'm gonna end up being like the Don himself. I'm gonna be ending up like him. Look.
Oh my god. Oh my god, here we go again.
Yeah, I'm gonna be ending up looking like him, bro. I actually want to know: are the Colombian what you call it, radio stations or the Colombian media, are they gonna be calling me out for if I call out Diaz? I'm actually curious because they were calling out Hassam. Are they gonna call me out if I call them out? Very interesting to see how things would go down there. But hey, big up to you, Will, for letting me know about Diaz soon. I know it's gonna happen soon. I know it's happening because he's not part of this. He wasn't a part of the squad in the game that they lost to AC Milan. I believe it was 4-2, wasn't it? Which, by the way, big up to what's his name, Rafael Leao, for paying some respects to Jota for that goal he scored, or when he scored that goal. What was the score today in the Liverpool game? Because I know Liverpool played today. Where is the Liverpool? Where is the Liverpool game? Can someone in the chat let me know what was the score? Where is it? And these apps are full of shit. Liverpool. Oh, 4-2. Okafor scored twice, Loftus-Cheek, Rafael, and then Szoboszlai and Gakpo scored. 4-2. So yeah, there you go, guys. But I'll be real. I think Liverpool. You know what though? I realized they only have Van Dijk, Gomez, and what's his name? Van Dijk, Gomez, and Konate as center backs. They may need to buy a center back, man. That's one thing I noticed. Seeing their squad list. But hey, that's something for them to worry about, I guess. But listen, in regards to Bayern München, Jamal Musiala again. Wish him speedy recovery. I hope the club doesn't rush him back. I actually think if it was up to me, he's back by February, latest March. And then we go from there. I don't want to really rush him back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, big up answer. Yeah, they'll try to get Guehi. You're right, bro. They probably will. We are the ones that should be going in for him, but we're probably not going to do that because our board's incompetent. You know what I mean? Big up DA. I don't want them to get Guehi. Who do you support? What kit is this? Is that Arsenal? What kit is that? I can't tell what kit that. I understand DA, but yeah, man. It is what it is. But our board moving like bots? That's an understatement, bro. That's really an understatement, bro. Because at least bots know what they're doing. Does our board know what they're doing? Bots are there to like help human beings, isn't it? Yeah, I will read that news answer. Don't worry. I know I didn't put it on the title, but that's because the thumbnail was done before the news came out. We'll talk about it though. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, bud. Anyway, speaking of Liverpool, let's talk about the other club from that part of town. Everton Football Club. They're about to get our left back, Adam Esnu. Everton have made progress over a deal for Adam Esnu. Everton sources indicated a fee in the region of €9 million, euros, sorry, was being discussed for Esnu, and this from Athletic and some Everton reporter. Is there anything else regarding Esnu? Yep, there is more news. This one's from Hanif bin. Okay, so it's a okay. It's a Moroccan source, I believe. Adam Esnu was a step away from joining Getafe, but the deal fell through due to disagreement between the clubs over the amount of the obligation to buy. Everton are now in negotiations with Bayern over a deal that could reach €11 million. I mean, regardless, similar amount. I mean, if we're talking in footballing terms here, why the hell did it just... 1 second. Let me get out of here. Why the hell did it change? Fuck off. Why did it take me to... Go back to thingy, you fucking asshole. Send me back to... Oh my god. Where did the whole Twitter thing go? Bro, fuck Twitter, man. Fuck Twitter. Where was the thing I was looking for? Was it this one? It was this one, and then this is okay. So this is from Fabrizio. So this is like the more reliable news. Well, he is a top-end merchant, but Adam Esnu to Everton's done deal, 9 million fixed fee plus 3 add-on. Okay, so it is around 12 million. Okay, medical in the next 1 to 2 days. Listen, I know recently I've said that he needs to, grow a pair on the ball and all that stuff. So like when an opportunity comes, he actually has to take it, which he hasn't really been doing. I'm not going to lie to you guys. However, the fact that we're letting a talent go, again, pathetic. Like, I get you have to earn your way into, I 100% understand that. But when your options are Davies injured, but when he plays, unbelievable nowadays, and Rafael Guerrero, in which in reality is a liability. That's not a lie. Yes, he can offer stuff at times, and at times can be a liability. It would be nice to keep Esnu in your fucking squad. Yeah, and then maybe at some point he takes advantage of opportunity. Ito injured. Even though realistically he should be center back, not left back. But anyway, the point is, like, why are we letting Esnu go? Why are we letting another talent go again? Do we not learn from our lessons? Do we not learn? How many talents do we have to let go until we realize we're giving away all the best of the best players to other clubs? Bro, we gave away Stiller, one of the top in demand midfielders in the world right now. We gave him to fucking at the top Hoffenheim, and now he's at Stuttgart. Yeah. We gave away Kenan Yildiz. He's balling out at Juventus. Oh, fucking fantastic. Do you want more names? We can give more names. Hey, I won't be shocked if Iran Kunda balls out at Watford and eventually gets a big move in the Prem. I won't be shocked. I won't be shocked. It's what we do best, man. It's what we do best. Paul Vanner, if we let him go, I don't know what he'll do. But then again, he needs to start earning his spots in teams because 5 years of loans and here and there, and he's not earning anything. Crazy, crazy work. You know what I mean? It's just, what are we doing, bro? Matisse Tell, we let him go to Tottenham fucking Hotspur. Now we bought him from Rennes, but still, you get the point. Come on, man. Bro, Nubel, I'm not the biggest fan of Nubel, but we get him from Schalke, and then we're sending him to Stuttgart, and now we're getting Orbe. It's just like, we're letting him go. I'm not the big... Listen, Peretz, another one. No matter what I think of where he comes from, doesn't matter. We had him, now we're sending him to Hamburg, like, on loan. Like, what is our strategy in behind letting certain players go? I want to know. Like, the reason why I bring up all these names is because some of these players are actually rarely given an opportunity. Rarely. Like, and yes, when they're given, they don't take it. But like, let's see a bit more from them, you know, when we're in the utter shits before we can make a judgment, you know? And it's just like, we let go, let go, let go. Now, don't get it twisted. Some of them are not good enough. I agree. But it's just, we let go of anybody. Anybody, it don't matter who you are, we're going to let go. And then they'll ball out elsewhere. This is my concern with this whole Özil thing, man. Yeah, but bro, Kenan Yildiz appreciated Bayern, and I think he was a fan of the club. Where is he now, bro? Juventus. Matthijs de Ligt. Now, obviously, he was an Ajax fan, Ajax guy, but he liked Bayern. When he joined Bayern, he bleeded Bayern and everything. Gone. I don't know if he'll ever come back. You know, Julian Nagelsmann as manager, Bayern fan. We let him go. You think he's going to come back? Who knows? We can't guarantee that they'll come back, oh, because they're Bayern fans or they bleed Bayern or they love Bayern now, whatever it's. Bro, there are so many things that happen in life that makes a person make a decision, man. So many things. And I'm telling you right now, the way we're moving, why would they come back? Unless if they have balls and say, oh, you know what, I think I can fix this club. They're not going to come. Are you crazy? Bro, Mizraoui, political reasons. Which I don't even want to get to again. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? Every single time we have to let somebody go. Every single time. Like, don't get it twisted. And I mean it when I say it. Sometimes when you're not good enough, get rid. 100%. I'm going to stick by that. If you're not good enough, get rid. But for you to get rid of some players that actually have talent, even if they don't show it in the moment, crazy. And then they'll end up balling out elsewhere and be like, look what we let go. Look what we let go. And then we remain ourselves with bums earning so much money, and then we wonder why we're in a position that we're in. Then we wonder, why are we in the position that we are in? Like, they're worried about lowering wage structures. You have players that's willing to take wage cuts. You have players that's not earning as much. You're getting rid of them, but you're keeping the ones that have the bags. Now, obviously, the ones that have the bags and they want to stay, they're just fulfilling their contract. But even then, you can try to force a situation out of them, like you did with Matthijs de Ligt. With Matthijs de Ligt, they forced a situation out of him. He was contracted with Bayern. He wanted to stay. What's the first thing they did? They forced his way out of the club. They forced him to make a decision to want to go. And then he got approached by Ten Hag, Man United calling, boom, he went. You're telling me you can't do the same with some of these players like Gnabry and Coman and Goretzka? You tell me you can't do that? Surely you can. Goretzka was he was this close to leaving Bayern last summer. We kept him somehow. I don't know. I don't know how we kept him. And then he ended up earning his way back into the team because we had guys injured. Like, come on, man. It's crazy. What the hell is LFC Sai saying? Big up LFC Sai. Bro, LFC Sai, I'm not going to lie. I do not know what you're saying, bro, so you're getting timed out, bro. Big up to you, but you're getting timed out. That's crazy work. Gravenberg, Zergzi, thank you very much. And other ones. But Zergzi, I do have to admit, he did have attitude problems. Zergzi, as much as I rate him, to some degree, he actually does have attitude problems. Like, I actually rated him as a backup striker to Lewandowski. Even though he's like a false nine, I know, and he said it, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it was a good option to be a backup for Lewa at the time. Maybe he could be the backup for Harry Kane right now. Who knows? So let me know when Musiala can come home to the world champions. Do you want a timeout? Your team needs to get some standard. Luis Diaz is not the one, plus Nkunku for a good... You know, just because you said this, I'll let you off. But realistically, you should get timed out, bro. So what I'll do for you instead is I'll tell you to please stop being the following.
That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
How about that? Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Yield stuff 2020. But bro, we're letting everybody go, bro. We're letting the entire dunya go, bro. Bro, Milik Tillman. Malik Tillman's another one. We let him go to PSV, buyback clause. Now he's at Bayer Leverkusen, bro. And even he said he's not surprised Bayern's big club. This is the way they operate. Bro, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? Can anyone tell us how do we operate, bro? But by the way, we were this close to giving Leroy Sané a big contract, you know. Crazy stuff. And then he'd gone to Galatasaray, and now he's going to do his thing over there, which I wish him nothing but the worst over there, I'll be honest. But Galatasaray can get the best out of me. But Leroy Sané, I wish him the worst. So, it is what it is. Yeah, he's happy eating baklava, bro. Yeah, let him be happy, bro. Man said he left your depressed club. Brother, listen. You know what, TK? You know what? I've had enough of you, yeah? What we're going to do is I'm going to show the people what's happened, yeah? Ta. Don't go anywhere, anta. This guy thinks he's slick. Hey, Bayern fans, remember TKA, yeah? We're going to hate watch Leroy Sané. Because this guy, he's being a ma'affin right now. Look. Look what he posts on Twitter to me, bro. Look. He thinks he's fucking slick. Look at this fucking shit. Look. Happy Leroy Sané with whoever the fuck he is. Yeah? You want to see my response? And this is him responding to this, which I do not know why he's responding to this with that. So anyway, let's go to my account. Yeah? Let's look at my response. We will be there, TK. We will be there. Yeah? Hate watching coming. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, bro. Hate watch isn't coming for your club just because of him. Yeah? And then we'll see who's the one that's fucking depressing. Yeah, well, guess what? I was very calculated with my post, bro. Yeah, in the response to you, bro. Because I'm willing to tell you that I'm willing to strike. Yeah, when the time is right. Don't worry. Bro, you know how prepared I am, TK? Wallahi, I'm so prepared. Ta'al, I'm going to show you and everyone what I did. Yeah? Bro? Bro, I added Galatasaray to my favorite fucking club list. So I know when their games are. Yeah? Because I'm telling you, TK, when the time comes, I will be hate watching, bro. I will be hate watching on that motherfucker. You don't understand. You don't understand, bro. Yeah? Don't try this shit with me. So we got another fan. Yeah, another hate watch fan. That's what it is. Hate watch fan. Yeah. Allow it. Yeah, ma'affin. Big up to you, TK, though, but your club's a fraud, bro. Allow it. Come on, man. Seriously. This guy, bro. Seriously. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, man, from this guy. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole Esnu thing. Do I think he should be earning his place? Yes. But when it's not World Cup. Actually, World Cup and AFCON year for Morocco. Yeah, he was always going to dip. What's this saying? Bayern have matching rights included in the Esnu Everton deal. Bayern wanted to have the chance to match the future offers for Esnu. I'm guessing this is like a buyback clause or something. At least, if that's the case, then at least that's something positive. But will they actually trigger it? No. They won't trigger it because they're a bunch of donkeys. So, anyway. Actually, you know what? Before I get to this one and this one, I want to find there was a Xavi Simons news somewhere. Yep. Now, I want to ask you guys a question here. Do you think we can get Xavi Simons, or you think he's gone? Because I was talking to Hanno, who's my editor. You know, I told him to edit the thumbnails and everything. He doesn't believe they're going to get Xavi Simons to be on the bench. But I think they will probably get him, and I think he starts for them. I think the one that could be sacrificed to be benched, weirdly enough, could be Gittins, even though they just signed him. But let's read this. Chelsea and Leipzig are in advanced talks for Xavi Simons. The Dutchman's keen on the move with personal terms. Talks also advanced from Fabrizio. What are we saying here, guys? Yeah, TK, I agree. I think he wants the Chelsea. I think what happened, TK, he agreed terms with Chelsea, and then Bayern made the call, and by then it's too late. Max Erbel really wants this guy because obviously he used to work with him, Leipzig, and all that stuff. The problem is, too late, bro. You approach the whole thing too late because you were too busy with Diaz and Voltemada. This is why you focus on so many things, bro. Yeah, when you focus on them, you have to be on it all the time. But they're not on everything all the time. So they were on the Voltemada and Diaz thing, but were they on it enough? Strong enough? No. I don't know, bro. So, like, the most focused they've been is on Luis Diaz, I would say, Habibi, we got wisdom Mike, but bro, dude, does the club have enough wisdom to play wisdom fucking Mike? No, they do not, bro. So stop trying with this whole we have this. Bro, we have Leonard fucking Carl. Do you think we're gonna play fucking Leonard fucking Carl? No, we're not, bro. What are we doing, bro? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, it's getting pathetic, but we have this guy. Oh, we have this guy. We're gonna use this guy. We're gonna give him an opportunity, and then they do fuck up. Bro, get out of here, man. Bro, these man ain't giving no motherfucking child no opportunity, bro. Pause. I've had enough, bro. Oh, I'm tired, bro. Bro, our board be looking at the whole situation in the club like these kids are like, bro, you know how our board be moving? Wallahi, our board be moving like how men look at underage girls, bro. It's like if you rely on kids in the training ground, you're now a pedo. That's the way they think. Like, it's like if you give youngsters an opportunity, yeah, khalas, we're looked at as that now. Yeah, Habibi, this is football. This isn't you dating a young underage girl. Yeah, Habibi, go fucking. If you need to use them, use them. If they're good enough, see for yourself, alaqal. Yeah, I'm not telling you like rely on them. I'm just saying see how good they play. If they play good, they can be at least a part of the squad so that if we need them, they can come in, bring some little impact, improve their game for the future. Alaqal. At least. I'm not like don't get it twisted. If they don't prove themselves, I will tell you they ain't proving themselves and they need to step up, or otherwise, the more chances they get and they don't take it, they gotta go. It's not that complicated, man. It's not that complicated. Like, come on, bro. What the fuck are we doing? Yes, IY30. My club think Diaz is worth. Yes. Yes, they do. I do not know why. That's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, to be honest, that whole Google Translate you were doing failed, bro. Yeah, that in itself is a timeout. Stinker and hooked, bro. I think the board is just afraid of spending money on the right individual. I don't know, bro. I think the whole Nagelsmann signing has ruined the whole hierarchy of the club. And now what's my friend sending me, bro? Because it better not be some Bayern bomb. My friend is sending me what we just talked about. So, yeah. Bro, because our board's stupid, man. Trying to manage wage books and all that shit, bro. It's dumb. It's dumb. So, yeah, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But, yeah, man, in regards to Xavi Simons, I mean, listen, I think he's gone to Chelsea. And I think, to be honest, I think he'll make a name for himself over there. Yeah. By the way, we already finished talking about Esno Ayman. We already finished talking about him, bro. You're gonna have to scroll back a little bit. Listen, me and him, he's a friend of mine. We've had conversations about him, and I've said he needs to earn his place by actually being brave on the ball. You know what I mean? Because he can play ball, he has the talent. But bro, it's like getting rid of him was never the answer. Yeah, it's him earning his place into the team was the answer. Like I just don't get it. I don't get it, to be honest. But the only thing I will understand is Esnu wanted to move out because he wants to play more so that he can get his spot for the national team. You know what I mean? And which I understand and respect because we've seen him take Mizraoui's place in the starting 11 there. We've seen that happen. So why can't he all of a sudden do it again, you know? So yeah, man, that's what I'll say on Esnu. About Simmons, I think he can earn his way into the starting 11 at Chelsea. You can have him, Cole Palmer, and Neto play, or get in some games play. Like they can rotate, man. It's chilling, but obviously Simmons will again, like Esnu, need to take out the advantage of their opportunities. You know what I mean? That's one thing I will say. Yeah, that's about it, really. But now I want to move on to the other news because there are some other news. Diaz was not in the squad facing AC Milan today. Interesting. Actually, you know what? I want to get to this one. Zaragoza is closing in on a return to Spain move expected this weekend. Okay. There was another one on Zaragoza because Zaragoza is another winger we could be keeping, but we're going to let go. Typical, guys. Very typical. This board, they love typically moving like frauds, huh? They love to do it. There you go, guys. Brian Zaragoza future is close to being decided. Bayern are negotiating for 4 teams: Celta Vigo, Porto, Bournemouth, and French clubs. A French club. Ooh, who's this French club? Could it be Marseille? Monaco? I think Monaco would be a move for him, bro. Could you imagine him at Monaco? With Pogboom, the champion. Celta are currently pushing hard to finalize the deal. Bayern are demanding a paid loan with an option to buy that could become mandatory from Matteo Moretto. He's gone. And it's a shame because the only reason why he's being excluded from the squad or not even part of plans is because Tuchel believed he could not speak German, bro. Neither could he speak English. Like, what? Since when do you like? He said it as a dig to Tuchel. Since when do you play football with your language? You play football with your feet. Oh my god, bro. Bro, I'm not in the mood to rate, bro. I'm full as hell as it is. Like, please, for the love of God, like, why are we getting rid of ballers, bro? We're getting rid of ballers because they can't speak a specific language. Are you taking the fucking piss? He's gone, bro. The guy's gone, bro. The guy's gone. My board's gone. Everything is gone. It just is what it is. ما شاء الله شيخ زير أهلين وسهلين يا ياسر شخبار. What's good, bro? Yeah, man. Crazy stuff. Yeah, Tuchel is a fraud answer. But tell me something new, bro. We already been knowing this. Crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff. But anyway, that's my thoughts on Brian Zaragoza move. Oh, shoot. Apparently, there's an Arnie Slot saying about Luis Diaz. Let's read this. Big up Maxi Charter. Let's see this. Arnie Slot on Luis Diaz not being in the squad against Milan. In Lucho's situation, it was linked to his future. Yeah. Okay. There are a lot of rumors around it lately, and I cannot go into that. He is training really well with us, but we have decided for now not to play him yet. So you're basically saying without saying he's gone. Yeah, he's joining us, Cash. Yes, I've spoken to Diaz about it, but I am used to talking to most of my players on a regular basis. Like I said, Lucho is training really well, but we've decided that he is best not playing at the moment in the games, and I cannot comment much more on that. And then they asked if Diaz wants to leave Liverpool. Slot said, I'm not that person to ask. Yep, we're getting Diaz, guys. Man said, bro, imagine Garnacho running down the wing for Bayern while you do your watch along. You lose your mind. What you trying to say, bro? I know that there was Garnacho links, and I pray to God that doesn't happen, by the way. I pray to God. If that happens, bro, we're finito, bro. Yeah, if that happens, oh my God. But luckily, I don't see it happening because I think we're going to get Luis Diaz. But even then, the bar ain't that high. So, now do I think he is a bad player? No. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I just think it's bad in the context of we should be going for better than him. And we're about to have either Rodrigo stay in Madrid, which I mean, if he wants to, fine, but or if let's say he wants to go, and this is where it's worse, he goes Liverpool. And then they're gonna succeed, we're gonna fail, and way back to square. Hey, maybe Madrid succeed, but if as long as Mbappe and Vinny don't move their buttocks, bro, in the pause, in the on the pitch, bro, I'm not that worried about Madrid. Weirdly enough, like it's the first time I'm not really too worried about Real Madrid. I'm more so worried about the Liverpools. I'm more so worried about the PSGs. The Barcelonas. Like, who else am I worried about? City, I think us v City could be an interesting one because their backline is also soft. Chelsea, I'm kind of worried about now, looking at them in the Club World Cup. Nice. Come on, bro. What are we doing here, bro? Seriously. Yeah, I mentioned Chelsea IY30. I did. Look, come on, man. Anyway, Bayern getting closer to signing Diaz. Talks between the clubs are ongoing, progressing well. Bayern are confident the deal will be closed around 75 million euros. Yeah, let's be honest, it's going to be 80. You want to know why? Because they're going to add +5 in add-ons. I know how they operate, bro. It's going to be around 80 million. But they're telling you 75 right now because they don't want to add the add-ons bit. They want to make it look cheaper than it is. Okay, guys. Sure. Anyway. Speaking of Diaz, there's another player that we were looking at initially, which I still think we should be looking at him personally. If we're getting Diaz, I would take him as well as backup option because Gnabry Coman should realistically still be gone. Bayern appreciate Malik Fofana, but that the interest was never concrete or serious yet. The club is fully focused on Diaz. Everton have now submitted an official bid for Fofana from Plattenberg. I actually think we should have gone in for him, bro. Do I think he's the finished article? No. But he's someone that can bring an impact into the team. Yeah, IY30, I'm aware, bro. There's a reason why I done a stream on that already. Like, it's just we're funding them for that shit. Like, are you crazy? Come on, man. Man said, big up Zahir. Bro, what has Rasta Stocks done to people, bro? Big up Mob, but what has he done to the people? Yes. W. Finally, man. Not Zahir. Zir.
I said, give me a hell yeah.
Dubs. Bro, like, in all due respect. What is this?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Oh, yes, 100%, because he was like the cheapest and unreal option out there. But we know how we move, Answer. We know how we move. We know exactly how we move. Oh, big up Godfrey in the chat. What are you saying, Godfrey? What are you saying, bro? What are you saying, man? Hey, guys, like and subscribe, man. Don't be fraud. Don't be moving like Herbal. Bro, that guy should be gone after all this shit. I'll be real. Like, bro, I was watching TikToks today. I was going through TikTok and seeing some posts from Bayern fan pages, yeah, of like what we used to sign and what do we currently sign, like, or missed out on. Night and day. I couldn't believe it. I really could not believe what I was seeing. Like, may as well be like, oh my God, from JR or something like that, bro, because it was madness. That would cook. Look, I think it's Fafana needs to work on end product, but like, still, that would cook. Like, in terms of fluidity, that would cook. Yeah, may as well. You mean we're giving to Everton, bro? He's one of them fullbacks that likes to attack a lot. He likes to try. I mean, he does panic a bit on the ball. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. However, when he's on it, he's really on it. Like, he likes to be. He's a type of player that wants to beat his man. Likes to create opportunities from his position. From the flanks. He likes to maybe cut inside and provide a pass through across goal. Like, that's the type of player he is. If you wanted the description of a fullback. His defending could be better, I'm not going to lie to you. But attacking-wise, very good. Like, at least when he's on it. Because there are times in which he's not. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Baltimore back in... Yep, he is. You are correct, Ansar. Actually, thanks for reminding me. We can't talk about that. See... Oh, shit. So, as you could see, this is an image of him that IMS and Mia posted. Nick Voltemade is back in Stuttgart for medical and performance tests. He was still hoping Bayern VfB would reach an agreement before the end of the transfer window. I'm not going to lie. This is one of them deals I can still see happening. Now, the only reason why I say that, because if I was to keep my energy the same for what I say about, other deals, he wants Bayern, right? If he wants Bayern and his agent really wants Bayern, they would force the move to happen. And what I mean by they'd force the move to happen, they'd force to put VfB Stuttgart in a situation in which they have to negotiate with us now. And then by then, we should realistically, hopefully, if we have brain cells in our board members' brains, I don't know, get the deal over the line. And if we don't, then we're pathetic. So, yeah, Voltemade is one of the ones I still can see happening, regardless of the fact of, like, us withdrawing from the deal. And I know they said patience because of the time, because of Voltemade wanting Bayern, yada, yada, yada. Like, the fact he wants Bayern München, I think if he really wants it, he'd force his way out. Force your way out, man. Seriously. Bro, Sebastian Hoeneß, by the way, is thinking of not even playing Voltemade against Bayern München in the DFL Super Cup. I don't know if you guys know this. That in itself should be a leverage. Just saying, guys. Just saying. Stuttgart are only worrying if he has a bad season and his value drops. Yeah, but that's why they're trying their level hardest to sell him for so much right now. Because of how long his contract is on and all that stuff. The thing is, Stuttgart are they're overvaluing him, but they're doing it for a reason, But this is why I try telling every single one of you guys, the market is inflated. So at times when you want your man, you're going to have to pay over the odds. I know people don't like doing it because they like to value things. Trust me, I understand. I'm a Muslim man. I get it. Sometimes you have to value things for what they are. I understand. But in football, if you're going to be winning, sometimes the value has to go out the window, especially when you already are confident that the player is good enough. Like, look at the Luis Diaz thing. Whether I think he's good enough or not, which, by the way, I don't think he's good enough to play at Bayern the way we are at the moment. But let's say we had another goal-scoring winger, right? And I mean like one that like makes runs like how Zane did, and instead of missing, he scored. You know? Now, and we didn't have Olise. Now you can have a Luis Diaz, no problem. The problem is having Olise and Luis Diaz, I don't know, because they're similar profile, and Olise is better than Diaz, of course. And to be fair, Olise's output is pretty good. However, are we trying to rely on Olise to be that guy that makes runs and behinds? Because he's not the quickest of player. He's one of those that likes to create chances. And he likes to be in the end of certain chances when, you know, let's say a rebound happens, or he likes cutting in, taking shots from outside the box, edge of the box, or just in the box type area, you know, like from wide areas, or makes cross into the box. He's that type of guy, you know, and he likes to use his intelligence. Or his brain, but like, I'm talking about someone that just makes runs in behind and like 1v1, throw and go, boom, he can score. Or he can make a pass across for somebody else to tap it in. Like, is Luis Diaz that answer? I'm not sure. Answer. I'm talking about output as well. Yeah? Like, Diaz on the ball. By the way, I think the Diaz hate is forced in our fan base. I don't know if anyone agrees. I actually think it's very forced. However, I understand why that there is an outrage, though. Because it's like, you have an opportunity to put a little bit more money for a Rodrigo. So the fact that you're not doing that, but you're willing to put that amount of money for Diaz instead, it's like, why? The opportunity was there. Seize it, bro. We used to seize an opportunity when we got Iron fucking Robin from Real Madrid. Come on, man. Seriously, bro. It's just so dumb, bro. And this is why a lot of fans are hating on Diaz. Not because Diaz is a bum or anything. No. Some fans will say he's a bum, but those are fans that they don't know what their priorities are at this rate. Yeah, but I'm talking about the ones that actually are trying to contextualize the whole situation that we're in. Like, I get why. You get me? This is the problem. The context of the situation is why I am annoyed. Not the fact that it's Luis Diaz joining. Like, fine, Luis Diaz, I'll take it. I guess. But it's just, oh, come on, man. Like, we should be going for better. This is my thing. So, yeah, let's see how it pans out, man. Let's see how it pans out. But let's see. But I'm just... Yeah, they're paying the money, but they could have paid that money for better. That's all I'm going to say, guys. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Is there any more news? Because I might end it here, to be honest. Yeah, guys, listen, I think I'm going to end it here. Even though the stream has gone on not for an hour, but it's fine. Not feeling the best anyway, so can I leave it at that? Should I redirect to? Okay. We're gonna redirect. Is Steve still live? Who's live right now? Yeah, Steve is live. He's watching PSV versus Athletic Bilbao. Gonna redirect to him. Big up, Steve. But anyway, guys, we're gonna end it here. You guys know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment your way. Go check ZeerTalks socials. Inshallah, you're well wherever you guys may be. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this clip on the way out. Take care. See you later. We're redirecting to Strasbourg, Steve. Zier raid. See you later. This is what we are.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!